Hey friends, Kadina here. I am going to, I like to be transparent, and I'm going to just take a minute of your time. I hope you get this, and I hope it helps someone. So today I received a phone call and follow up email. I received a bad review, and God, in the 25 years that I've been doing this, I don't think I've ever received a bad review. So this is foreign to me. But I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I was able to talk about it, and I want to articulate it to you because this may happen to you. Now, a bad review, someone didn't like my service. And to me, I'm like, what? How could you not like my service? But I came across as a sheriff and more like policing the event than actually handling it. And so I take that with a grain of salt, and I really thought about it. I thought about the event from day of. I even afterwards called one of my colleagues and talked to him about it because it was, a drunken mess. But I remember like going in, and even this the house next door had this little library where you could put books in this little cute little house, like it looked like a little dollhouse with a door, and you could put books in, and people, I guess, just walk by and take a book. And so I remember running to my car because I had two books in it that I was going to drop off at Goodwill, and I donated the books. And so I know I was in a really good mindset. I was in a good space. And I remember like it was gonna pour down and rain that night, and so I was like, "No, I'll help you pop up a tent." So I helped up pop a tent. I was in there, grabbing drinks and getting things organized. So it really disappointed me, and of course, I take things personally because I have so much, pride in what I do. But I thought about it, and I just thought a couple things, like so my integrity. Like, I never, like, this is not negotiable. Like, my integrity, did I do everything I could have done to make this a good party? Well, maybe I did police it a little too hard because I was anticipating it was a 50th birthday, and so I was kind of anticipating a lot of alcohol, which there was a lot of alcohol. My self-worth, like, that's not negotiable. So I put myself on the line, and I know that I do a good job. And what did I have an attitude? Not vocally, not my tone, absolutely not. Was I helpful? Sure, absolutely I was, or at least I thought I was, and that didn't come across. And then my intuition, was it time to cut people off? Absolutely, it was. So did I do the right thing? Yes. So, but did I police too hard? Maybe I did. For them, I did, obviously, or I wouldn't have got the bad review. So, if this happens to you, I mean, let's face it. Do you go on an airline without reading a review? Do you even go on Amazon and buy sheets without reading reviews? I don't. I read the reviews. Like, I don't know why. 600 count, it should be good enough for my guest room. But I still have to read a review, right? So, on Yelp, we look at 5 reviews before we go to a restaurant. And so that's the day and age that we live in. So does this hurt me? Of course. It pains me because I am, I am who I say I am. And so if this happens to you, address it, apologize. I'm sorry if that's how I came across. But explain, like, I think it's okay to say, this is where I was at, and this is what I saw as, a potential problem. I needed to cut people off. And so it wasn't a perfect night. But I learned from it. I'm glad. My goal is to always get better, like to be better. And can I make things better for you? That's always my goal. So I was disappointed in me personally. That hurts me. It hurts our company, and so that saddens me. But I am human, and so I wasn't their cup of tea. And but gosh, it's kind of disappointing only because I did pitch in and help. I even put up a tent. So kind of disappointing, but not like gonna fall apart about it. And now we just gotta do a little backpedaling, make sure that that doesn't happen again, and to teach my other people, like, how can you police alcohol control but not be the police? So that's a good lesson for me too, to train my people, like, that I help train, because I do that, and this is what we do at events, and whether it's a house party or a corporate event or a wedding, sometimes you got to cut people off. They don't like it. Usually they talk about you and try to tell you, I'm walking home or I'm taking an Uber. Good, glad to hear that. But anyway, we still got to cut you off sometimes. So not really sure exactly what happened there, except for, I know the birthday boy was happy. He seemed super happy, and I was just doing my job. So that's me. I just wanted to let you know, like, you're not alone. People get bad reviews. It happens. What needs to happen is that you make changes. You correct any actions, apologize for it, and how can I make it better? And if you can't make it better, the event's over. It's not like we can redo the 50th birthday party. But to address it quickly and honestly and humbly. So hopefully, if you have any questions, of course, feel free. I'm just being transparent, so hopefully this doesn't scare you away from watching me. But with my sometimes, my goofy smile and some of the things that I say, but I really want you to grow. I want you to be your best self, and if I can help you do that, great. And let me know. That's what I'm here for. All right. Have a good night. It's time to have a cup of tea and go spend some time with my husband.